Have you ever avoided a person because you had no idea what to say? Stayed silent because you were afraid? Maybe you walked away from a conversation thinking, oh my God, why did I just say that? Maybe you feel like nobody understands you. Well, my friend, you are not alone and you're in the right place. Welcome to Breaking Bad Communication, where we challenge the habits, headspace, and hangups that keep you from being heard. My name is Kathy Riley, the founder of the Clarity Code, and your guide with over 25 years in litigation and another 20 as a consultant and entrepreneur. This podcast is your real world playbook for mastering tough conversations, building unshakable confidence, and showing up with the kind of clarity that changes everything from boardrooms to break rooms to your own backyard. So put your seatbelts on. We're going to break bad together. And I have a question for you. There's going to be a lot of you who are with me on this. But my question that it's been chewing on for quite a while is what the heck has happened to manners? What has happened? Why are we as humans thinking that we don't need to do this anymore? A please, a thank you, excuse me, pardon me, you're welcome. I mean, is it that hard? We all went to kindergarten and we all were taught that these are the things that we need to do as fellow humans to be interactive with each other. It was mandatory. I remember, they just looking at my teacher and just they waited until you said please, right? And then after receiving something, saying thank you. It's just it's basic human courtesy. And I know today we're in a world of instant gratification, texts, emails, apps, technology, AI, everything has become transactional. We're curt, we're short. Hanging out in coffee shops where, as an entrepreneur, I work from home and sometimes I just like to hang out with other people. So I'll sit there and I watch human after human order their stuff without any manners and then pick up their cup and just walk away. No, please. No, thank you. Just on their phone, ignoring everyone else, focused on themselves. And it's breaking my heart. And we wonder why we're in a trust recession right now, why people are skeptical of each other, why companies right now and organizations and teams, they're lacking leadership because they're not modeling basic manners. We're no longer polite. We're just so to the point. Now, my family, we just got back from a trip to London and jolly old London, jolly old England. And you know why? Because they're happy people over there. At least that was my experience. So when our family, we don't do a lot of gifts and we don't do a lot of expensive things and we don't do, we don't have the latest and greatest in technology and things like that. But what we do is experiences with each other. And so we've done some trips. So this year we took our family to London and spent the day just traveling around there. And in preparation, because anytime we go overseas, anytime we're going to be immersed in another culture, we as a family are going to embody that to be the most respectful tourist we can be. And so, in looking at that and reading and books and internet and YouTubing and all that stuff, it was said that Americans, we really need to pay attention to our manners. They are very, very big on manners. And so, recognizing that, we had a conversation like, okay, we're going to up our game. We have to up our game so that we blend. We don't want to piss anybody else off. And I guess, when it comes to like just like bees, right? You get more with honey than you do with poop, right? So we wanted to have the best experience. And so what we noticed is everyone over there, it's please and thank you so much. Thank you so. I have heard thank you so much in the last week that trumps all of my year. It's crazy how much that culture embraces gratitude, appreciation, and manners. I mean, they bump into you on the street and it's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're apologizing to me. I run into them and they say, I'm sorry. It's it's beautiful. And it was one of, I mean, outside of just being in London and the history and the architecture and the experience and, what we did, it was incredible that way. And the food, oh my goodness, the food was incredible too. But the people, we had an amazing experience. And we're missing that. We are missing that big time in the US. And so what I'm thinking is, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's say, please, thank you, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's bring it back because we know that manners actually get us places. We know appreciation and politeness. Yeah, it will create success, sustainable success in the long run, whether it's relationships, your family, or at work. Science tells us this. So I did a little research and I'm like, I know how it made me feel. And I got to tell you, you think about it. When you hear somebody that says please and thank you and oh, I appreciate that, and you get that kindness and that respect from basic manners, don't you feel good? I bet you do. God knows I did. I do. So what we know, research tells us that politeness increases trust and cooperation. It does. People who are polite and use manners are more credible. They're seen as intelligent and they're seen as trustworthy. Who doesn't want some of that? Just by adding the words please and thank you to things, it increases other people's responsiveness just by saying that. So people listen differently, they lean in more when they feel respected. So why wouldn't you use that as a human strategically moving forward? Come on, let's do that. There's also studies that in the workplace, right, that it actually impacts performance of your team by being using manners and being gracious, right? That things impacts productivity, creativity, mistakes, perfectionism, teamwork. And it reduces that exhaustion, that burnout, because people will give more when they feel appreciated. You know this. When people are asking you to bend over backwards and to give just a little bit more and they're appreciative, you do it. And if you don't feel appreciated, you kind of walk away. Maybe you don't give as much. You know you do this. So appreciation impacts, and we know the studies tell us this. Now there's out of Harvard, Amy Edmondson also did a psychological safety study, and it talks about creating that safe space, right? And people, when they feel safe and appreciated, and they have that respectful communication, guess what? Manners bring out the respect. Yeah. You get people who will want to contribute ideas. They become comfortable actually asking questions. They're less defensive, they're collaborative, they're creative. They bring all of that so that bringing manners reduces social threats. It creates that safe space. Who doesn't want some more of that? And it's something you can implement today. Gratitude, positive psychology comes out of that talks about gratitude, just saying, thank you, I appreciate you, I'm grateful. That relationships become more satisfying. It builds trust, it builds connection, and it increases morale. These small little things that you can do. And I got to tell you, if you're a leader, you want to be a leader, it increases your ability to be seen as an effective leader because now you're showing respect, you're showing gratitude, you're actually being attentive, and you're empathetic. Yeah, empathetic. You're walking the walk, not just talking the talk. So manners, man, manners are what you need to do as a leader. That's part of leadership and communication skills. That's what you bring to the table. Why are we missing the beat on this right now, people? Let's bring it back. Let's showcase how humans, we can actually improve our interactions, improve our results, create sustainable results, happiness, success in the long term, just by saying things like please and thank you. I see you, I get you, I understand you, I appreciate what you're doing. Wow, how powerful is that? And it's so simple. So let me just close with this. I really do believe manners are not disappearing because people are bad. We don't have a lot of bad people out there. We have people who are rushed, distracted, transactional, and disconnected. And yet, but here's what I know. One small shift can change everything. A simple please, a genuine thank you, holding the door, looking someone in the eye, acknowledging another human being. Those are not the little things. They are the big things, but it's a little shift. Doing this communicates respect, presence, awareness, and the fact that you care that you're around other humans. And in a world where so many people feel unseen, dismissed, ignored, or rushed past, manners may be one of the most simplest ways, but we can remind people that they matter. So maybe it's time we stop calling manners old-fashioned. Maybe it's time we stop ignoring them, bring them back. Maybe they're actually one of the most powerful communication tools we have today. Because at the end of the day, people may forget your title, your status, your words, but they will always remember how you made them feel. So that's all I have today. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. I appreciate you for being part of Breaking Bad Communication. I encourage you and invite you and challenge you to use your manners to make this shift, to lock arms with me, saying that, please, thank you, I appreciate you, and let's create a movement of gratitude and manners. Remember, to be a powerful communicator, it really isn't about saying more. It's about saying what really matters with clarity, confidence, and purpose. And until next time, remember your voice matters. So keep showing up, keep speaking up, and let's keep breaking bad together.